Today I'm going to show you a game called NIM. NIM is a two-player strategy game that uses subtraction and multiples to guarantee a victory for the person who goes first. How is that possible? Pay attention to the moves each player makes, particularly the person who goes first. Before we can play though, here are the rules. Rule number 1, we start with 21 objects. In this case, we're using different colored dice. We're using the dice so you can more clearly see the strategy spoken of before. Rule number 2, a player can take either 1, 2, or 3 of the objects for their turn. They must say, there are X objects, I take 1, 2, or 3, and now there are Y objects left. Rule number 3, whomever takes the last object wins. So now let's watch a couple games be played. There are 21 objects, I take away 1, now there's 20.
There are 20 objects, I take away 3, there are now 17.
There are 17 objects, I take away 1, now there are 16.
There are 16 objects, I now take away 2, there are 14 objects left.
There are 14 objects left, I take away 2, and now there's 12.
There's 12 objects left, I take away 3, there's now 9 objects left.
There's 9 objects, I take away 1, and now there's 8.
There's 8 objects, I take away 2, now there's 6.
There's 6 objects, I take away 2, and now there's 4.
There are 4 objects, I take away 2, now there's 2 objects.
There's 2 objects, I take away 2, and now there's 0, and I win.
Wham! There are 21 objects, I take away 1, there are now 20.
There's 20 objects, I take away 3, and now there's 17.
There are 17 objects, I take away 1, now there is 16.
16 objects, I take away 1, now there's 15.
There are 15 objects, I take away 3, there is now 12 objects.
12 objects, I take away 2, and now there are 10 objects.
There are 10 objects left, I take away 2, there are now 8.
There's 8 objects, I take away 3, and now there's 5.
There are 5 objects, I take away 1, now there is 4.
4 objects, I take away 1, and now there's 3.
There are 3 objects, I take away 3, and now I win.
So you can also change the objects that you're counting. In this case, we're going to use Cameron's stuffed animals. So Cameron, go ahead and start it off.
There are 21 stuffed animals, I take 1.
There's 20 left.
20 left.
I take 2, and there's 18 left.
There are 18 stuffed animals left, I take 2. There are 16.
16 stuffed animals left. I take 1, and now there's 15.
There's 50 stuffed animals left, I take 3. There are 12 left.
Okay, 12 stuffed animals left. I take 2, and now there's 10.
10 stuffed animals left, I take 2. Now there's 8.
8 stuffed animals left. I take 1, and now there's 7.
7 stuffed animals, I take 3. Now there is 6. No, 4.
4 stuffed animals left. I take 2, and now there are 2.
There's 2 stuffed animals left, I take 2, and I win.
Nice job.
Good game, loser.
So NIM is a game where you don't even need objects in order to play. With the younger learners, it's easier for them to be able to manipulate those objects, but you can play just with the numbers in your head. So I'll go and start playing with my son here, Bryson. So there's 21 objects. I take 1, and now there's 20.
There are 20 objects, I take away 3, and now there's 17.
There's 17 objects. I take away 1, and now there's 16.
There are 16 objects, I take away 3, now there's 13 objects.
There's 13 objects. I take away 1, and now there's 12.
There are 12 objects, I take away 1, now there's 11 objects.
There's 11 objects. I take away 3, and now there's 8.
There are 8 objects, I take away 2, now there's 6 objects.
6 objects. I take away 2, now there's 4.
There are 4 objects, I take away 2, now there's 2 objects.
There's 2 objects. I take away 2, and now there's 0, and I win. Were you able to discover the strategy? Comment down below with your ideas. Stuffed animals, because that's fun. Discover the strategy? Comment down below.
Comment down below.
Comment down below.
What's over here? Sparkles?
Yes.